What's up, guys? It's Ty here, and today I have some NBA 2K18 MyLeague and MyGM news. All right, here's the blog here, and this blog will be down in the comments below. So if you guys want to read the whole blog yourself, you can. But I'm going to be going over the main points because it is a very, very long blog, and I wish I would have went over this earlier. But guys, also, you guys know I am bringing 2K18 to my YouTube channel this coming year, so hopefully you guys are excited to see that. But in other news, hello 2Kers. For those of you that don't know me already, my name is Eric Boniche, senior producer of NBA 2K18. Some of you may know me some of you know me by my online handle, Simballer. Don't know you. It's my honor to be the first person to welcome you to NBA 2K18. The team here at Visual Concepts has made some huge strides with the game this year, and we will be telling you about them in the coming weeks. For today, I feel privileged to kick it all off with a detailed dive into what we have done with MyGM/MyLeague this year. Without further ado, let's get into what you came for. So here's our little tagline: innovative, authenticity, engagement. So we're going to skip all this stuff, but this is the thumbnail, guys. This is it. MyGM, the next chapter. Now, I don't play MyGM personally, but after this, I might have to. MyGM, the next chapter, is a completely new take on franchise modes with its story-driven narrative. We have a narrative for the Thank you. I love franchise. One of my favorite things. You guys know that. As a GM of your favorite team, the decisions you make and the paths you will choose will ultimately determine the fate of the franchise. Yes, so the next chapter. Let's read it. Not that long ago, you were one of the brightest stars in the NBA. Personal accomplishments long since satisfied. All that mattered to you was getting another ring. On a warm May night at the 2011 Western Conference Finals in Dallas, it all came to a sudden end. Your knee, it was finished. Now what? Fast forward 6 years, and you find yourself on the outset of MyGM, the next chapter. After a number of interviews over the past couple years, you have just landed a job as a GM of an NBA team. Widely respected on your on-court success, you finally found an owner that believes the very drive that propelled you to the top of the NBA, and you will propel this team to an NBA title. With NBA 2K18, we're introducing an experience where you won't find any other game. A narrative-driven, story-based franchise experience that maintains all of the user control and the building aspects that you have grown to love from MyGM over the years. That's pretty cool. I like this, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like that idea. And I mean, this is a long blog. Focus on the My player. It'll view opposite perspectives, center GMs. So you gotta talk to press, the owners, all that. I read it. I already read it. It's kind of tough. There's a lot of stuff in it. Basically, yeah. As a franchise diehard as myself, same here. I understand the importance and integrity of team building to your franchise experience. We've designed a story that will delight and entertain without infringing on the plans you have for your roster. Draft, trade, and contract decisions are spoon-fed by the writing. Make the story your own and build a winner. So that's all that. They mentioned all that. So that is all of the My NBA 2K18, the next chapter. Let's move on to some other stuff they have. So this is all part of the 2017 NBA Collective Bargaining Agreement. So with the ratification of the new NBA/MBPA Collective Bargaining Agreement, there were a large number of considerations for us to ponder. Supporting the new changes was never a question. Our continued aim is to be fully authentic. That will never change. The following are some quick hits of changes. Yeah, quick hits of changes that we have implemented to show you the breadth of our coverage and changes, no matter how minute they may be. So Supermax contracts, guys. Supermax contracts will be making their way into NBA 2K18. It's very excited, as we saw Steph Curry's 5-year, $201 million Supermax. James Harden's 4-year, $169 million extension. Supermax deal. It gets $228 over 6 years. And that's going to be really, really cool, guys. Also, there'll be fully implemented designated veteran contracts and veteran extensions, as well as rookie stale extensions. So that is really cool, guys. As a franchise lover, and I like all this like businessy stuff and the payroll, all that. I love this stuff. This is going to make the league a lot more fun for me, guys. And when I make series on this stuff, like my own little franchise series. This is going to be so much fun, and I cannot wait for this. Exception amounts. The mid-level exception will increase its value by 45% from its amounts the 2011 collective bargaining agreement. Okay. Rookie scale contracts will be the rookie scale will be increased by 45%, with the existing rookie scale contracts being amended to reflect the 45% increases, and that is phased in over a 3-year period. Minimum annual salary, it'll rise 45% at the start of the 2017-2018 season. And annual increases, they got the annual increases. Player with bird rights will now be eligible for an 8% annual raise, and non-bird rights will have 5%. Maximum salaries will be calculated using actual salary cap. And now they have the over 38 rule. It was formerly the over 36 rule, and that was not in NBA 2K before. But teams are bound to their contract restrictions of signing a player that turns 38 during the contract. That's pretty cool. Stretch provision, that's something that's new to my NBA. Team will not be able to re-sign or reacquire a player until July 1st of the season. Okay, roster minimums, you have to carry 14 now. Don't like that. I hate carrying 13. I want to carry like 12. I want to carry 10 people. I don't even need fucking 13. But sorry for swearing. But okay, I mean, but you get an exception, so I don't know when you'll get the exception. But yeah, but there are more rule changes now. That's cool. So like new timeouts and new trade deadline date, all that. They've added all that stuff, and they're going to go into this right now. So the authenticity would be very important here, and they really want to build the experience. All right, so the G League integration. Let's get on to this. NBA 2K18 introduces the ability to send down and call up your players from the G League. Yes, that's really good. Finally, they added that. You can't play G League games. Oh, I wish you could play the G League games. You used to be able to, but you can't now, and I would pray to play those. The feature allows you the opportunity to provide critical game experience for your young players who aren't getting any time with the NBA team. So it's like a farm system, obviously, kind of like real life. Players have received limited game time in the NBA, potentially to accelerate development as a player properly timed send down. Additionally, the G League is an excellent scouting tool for young players who have gone undrafted in previous drafts. They will help you to populate the league and the statistical performance. So I can't wait for that, guys. It's going to make franchise mode so much fun and GM mode so much fun. That's going to be great. Two-way contracts. You can now have people go from, they can play in the D League and the NBA. And yeah, that's I like that addition. I'm glad they are adding some more real stuff. The free agent moratorium. Basically, like in the free agency, when you sign someone, they can't technically sign until like 3 days after. Like DeAndre Jordan verbally committed to the Dallas Mavericks a few years back, but then he ended up staying with LA after Chris Paul and Blake Griffin basically forced him to stay there. So that's kind of how that works now. So that's now in the game. So I really do like that. International draft prospect stashing. The draft and stash is going to be in 2K18, guys. I am very happy to see that. So now you can draft international players and let them stay overseas after you draft them. So I'll be really enjoying this part to spice this up. My favorite periods of the NBA offseason. Yeah, so I think it's really cool now. You can just draft international players, and if you have so many people on your roster, or you don't really want them yet, and you just want them to grow overseas, and they will continue to grow overseas, then you can keep them overseas. That's really cool. That'd be cool if you could play the games with them, but that's too much. I want too much. Analytics tool. This is kind of the player they use. This isn't really, I'm not too crazy about this, but you can kind of see plots here, and then if you're looking for a specific player to do specific things, you want a rebounder or that, obviously Steph Curry is a great scorer, 3-point scorer. So yeah, trading draft rights. Before you weren't able to do that, but now you are. So say Zach Collins this year, he was his rights were traded to the Portland Trailblazers from the Sacramento Kings, and the Sacramento Kings got the draft rights to the 15th and 20th pick in the draft. That's kind of how that works. That was not how it was before in the previous years, but now it is. So I think that's really cool. Cap holds and renounced rights will be a new concept in 2K18. They are adding so much, and I love this, and it's this is real. This is real. This happens in real life. So in the NBA, a free agent continues to count as a team salary towards the end of towards salary cap until they have been signed by your team or out. This placeholder salary against your salary cap is known as the cap hold. Yeah, I know the cap hold. Known in some circles as the Michael Redd rule. This concept closed the loophole, allowing a team to use all their available cap space before re-signing their available free agent. All right, so I'm glad that's now in the game. Improved draft class generation. So now they're just taking into consideration into more people. The fake players they add now are going to be, cool now. Like they'll be like, they'll be more realistic. That's kind of cool. There'll be alternate uniforms for created and relocated teams. I like that. They'll have their own throwback night jerseys. That's a nice little addition right there. Rebranding an existing arena. When you do team branding, you can create a new floor now. That's cool. You can do nice little rebranding right there. Not crazy there. I mean, these aren't crazy things, but they're little things that I really appreciate and I love it. All-star selection experience. Done a lot of solutions every season. They built a logic system. Oh, yes, this is so cool. Finally, a game that does this. This is big. For every season, we'll pick a new host city for the All-Star game. Perfect. Oh, my God. MLB does that, but, I don't know if they do it like this. We built a logic system in the back end that delicately balances things like city prestige, years since it's last been hosted in the city. That's perfect. Team age, so newly created teams will have large boosts. That's really cool. To boil down which team is appropriate to host the next All-Star game. The announcement of the host city will be a formal event in our off-season. Cool, I like that. As a MyLeague user, you can of course override our selection and do anything you want. That's cool, so you don't even need to but I'd go with whatever one they want to go for. Modify, build stadium. Oh, wait. We have modified how we build arenas, such as we can put a customized all-star court floor in the city's appropriate arena. No way. That's so cool. Oh, they'll have their own custom floor. That's so cool. Everyone will have their own thing. I mean, I'm sure it'll get kind of old and it'll be the same, but that's so cool. Right off the bat, that is a really cool feature. I enjoy that. Online improvements, they just made it. They've said community requests there is now team customization, relocation. That's cool. Playoff reset games, player accessory frequencies, improved searching for created teams, bookmarking favorite creators, and hardship exception. What is that? Injuries happen. There's no way around it. This year we've implemented the support of the NBA's hardship exception. This rule allows you to sign an additional player to your... Okay, so it's kind of like putting someone on the injured reserve list. I understand that. Jump shot creator, that's kind of cool. Duplicate player picker draft, that's not big. Practice plays and player create added to MyLeague. So now you can in mid-season you can just add players to your career now. Say a new player comes to the league, you can just add them in instead of making a new MyLeague. I think that's really cool. They have quick edits. I don't know what that much is. And then new team relocation cities. So they added 10 new cities. Fort Worth, Texas, El Paso, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tucson, Arizona, Fresno, California, Long Beach, California, Mesa, Arizona, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's pretty cool. I like that. There's new sliders. And then the closing thoughts. Oh, it's a long one. But guys, I know it's going to be a long video, but hopefully you guys stayed throughout the whole thing. And again, I'll have the rest of this article in the comments below if you do want to go over the article. So yeah, closing thoughts. It shouldn't be at this point, but I shouldn't be at this point, but I'm continually surprised on how little support other sports games give their franchise mode. Exactly. I vowed long enough never to let NBA 2K franchise regress to that mean. Thank you. This guy's awesome. Having a time to reflect back on what Dave, Tim, Barry, Lefto, you, and Daniel, take a bow, gentlemen, have accomplished for you in all these modes this year. I feel continually reaffirmed to our direction. Innovative authenticity and engagement is not only the right path to take, but is the only path to take. Here at Visual Concepts, we believe strongly in the franchise experience. Our management here provides us full support and believes strongly in our ability to provide innovative experiences that, as I said above, are built to delight and entertain. And to turn you, our fans, have shown tremendous support of the work we have been able to provide over the last many years. As I said in this space last year, it's important to me that you feel we respect your purchase of our product. Your passion and enthusiasm is what drives us. Don't ever stop giving us ideas or telling us what you want to see added to the game. Until next time, folks, enjoy your time with Madden 2K18. Eric Boniche. So, guys, that is all from the blog. If you are, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube. If you're already, and let me know down below what you guys are most excited for from MyLeague and MyGM this year. All right, I'm signing off. Have a good one. Later.